A man from Karnataka miraculously survived even after 4 days of being trapped under the debris in a building collapse incident.
Right. Remember, we've had a whole lot of bad news from this tragedy, which has already claimed at least 13 lives rather, so far. Now, what we're seeing are pictures of the man, in fact, being taken out 4 days under the debris. Imagine that. He has been taken out alive. He is walking. And in fact, we're getting more encouraging news from local officials who say there are other people who are still alive and they are being offered ORS, etc. Let's take a listen to the district commissioner who spoke just a few minutes ago.
हमने अब तक 56 लोगों को बचाया है, 30 लोग अभी डेड है और शंका है कि जो मिसिंग पर्सन्स की कंप्लेंट उनके रिलेटिव्स ने दो किया है। कल 29 था, कल से जो हमने यहाँ कार्याचरण शुरू किया है उनमें से 2 लोगों को रेस्क्यू किया था और 13 डेड बॉडीज़ को हमने रिट्रीव किया था। अभी सुबह हमें इन्फॉर्मेशन मिला है कि और भी 3 लोग वहाँ फंसे हुए हैं, तो उनकी वॉइस आते ही हमारे लोग वहाँ पहुँचाने के लिए उनको ऑक्सीजन भी सप्लाई किया और ओआरएस की पानी भी दिया है। उम्मीद है कि उनको भी हम जिंदा निकाल देंगे।
Well, we just heard the Deputy Commissioner there saying that 13 dead bodies have been brought out. 3 days have passed since the under-construction building collapsed in Dharwad, but it is now feared that there could be more, in fact, trapped under the debris.
I remember an FIR was registered against 5 people, including the owners of the building. The Karnataka Chief Minister also visited the site yesterday, in fact, and the hospitals where the injured were receiving treatment. Rescue operations are still underway, as you heard from local officials there. They're being led by the NDRF and the Bengaluru and the Karnataka Fire Services and others who have joined in.
On the 19th of March, an under-construction building had collapsed in Dharwad, which is in North Karnataka.
लगभग 56 विक्टिम को जो है रेस्क्यू किया है और 10 जो है यहाँ से डेड निकाले हैं और साथ में हमारा आप जैसे पीछे देख रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे अभी ऑपरेशन चालू है। एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने हमको लिस्ट दी है, तो लगभग 12 के आसपास यहाँ पे लोगों के फंसे होने की संभावना है।
56 people are rescued and still 12 are missing and another 13 are dead. Still the operation is going on and even the legal actions have been initiated.
Amita Balachandra joining us on the phone line. Amita, the miraculous thing here is that there are people still alive under the debris. We heard the Deputy Commissioner tell us that they are hearing voices and she gave us an estimate of at least 3 people alive. What are you picking up on this, Amita?
Well, that's correct. In fact, the DG Fire has told us that at least 2 people were rescued safely today. However, the death toll has gone up to 13, and that number is likely to go up because their initial estimate was at least 10 people were trapped under the debris. And this is what happened, right? There was a ground plus 3-story building, but there was also a basement. So when the whole building collapsed, it pushed the entire building down and the whole building came to the ground floor, pushing the basement even further, which is why there were shops on the ground floor and there were perhaps some people on the basement as well. So these are the people who are trapped really. And some questions right now being asked is that why were shops operating in an under-construction building? Because the parts of the building were under construction and a magistrate level inquiry has now been initiated and a fire has been registered, we understand. But the focus, the Commissioner and the people on ground are telling us is rescue work at this point.
Amita, that's exactly it. We've heard from the District Commissioner as well, talking about the rescue operations that are still underway. So there's a lot of hope now. This is, it's been 4 days. It's the 4th day today since this tragedy took place. And these pictures are rather encouraging because it's been news of more, the death toll going up every single day. And it's encouraging that the District Commissioner says there are more people who could be alive. They're trying to help them with ORS and other items.
Well, that's correct. In fact, they're trying to give them water and food as much as possible. And they've dug 2 tunnels is also what we're hearing. Considering they're hearing voices, they've been hearing voices since yesterday. There were some students who were believed to be trapped as well. However, unfortunately, some of them lost their lives and the death toll has now gone up to 13. But considering some parts of the building were under construction, the other parts weren't. The concrete is really hard to cut through is what officials on ground are telling us. They have cutters, they have about 10 JCBs and 6 cranes, and they're trying to cut through that concrete, and that is taking time. But then they'll have to do it soon, considering it's also already 4 days now, and the death toll, of course, is going up.
Yes, so the rescue team's clearly racing against time to save lives. Amita Balachandra reporting on the Dharwad collapse. Thanks very much for joining us.
You can see the pictures. There are also people clapping because it's also relief for those who've been arduously putting long hours to try and rescue these people who continue to be trapped under the rubble.